Hello, my friends. How are you today? Let's see if we can get this working properly with the two cameras. And hold on. Um, let's see. I'm going to try to get my settings correct. Cameras. And it is echoing if I use the desktop microphone. So it has, um, okay, I'm trying my best to not echo. And unfortunately, every time I have this um, second camera on stage, that's when it starts echoing. This. Does that sound any better? No, we've got echo. Well, I think we're going to call this an experiment. And unfortunately, sorry, I'm trying to turn off my uh, the volume on my speaker, and I'm hoping that's going to change the problem. Loretta, good morning. Mary, good morning. So sorry. I am having trouble with I'm having trouble with my microphone, and I'm seems to be that I can't get it to go off. So unfortunately, this is let's try this. Yeah, that's when I get the echo. Okay. All right. So I think we're gonna have to call this a big old experiment. I think we're gonna have to say this isn't working. Try giving this a shot. Let's see if this works better. Are you getting the volume now? Oh, okay, good now. Say it again. Good now. Loretta, thank you. Mary, let me know if it's good now. If I turn off my speaker, it's working. All right. As I said, this is a big old experiment. I'm trying something new. I'm going to try putting on my split screen and let me know if on that split screen, if you're still able to hear me. Good now. All right. Yay. Well, we're talking about our Applique Design Challenge. So why do I have these boxes behind me? Because I want you to be able to see the unboxing of our Applique Design Challenge prizes. We are receiving prizes from our sponsors daily. And I want to share that with you. Pretty funny. On the second screen, you can see me in my slippers right there. So over here on my table, I have these two boxes filled with some of the prizes for our Applique Design Challenge. So in addition to our cash prizes, we're going to have some merchandise prizes to go to our top three winners. So, our top three winners are going to get $300 for first prize, $200 for second prize, and $100 for our third prize winner in the 2025 Applique Design Challenge. In addition, we have some fabulous sponsors. And let me show you what's inside the challenge packet first. Then I will show you what you're going to get for prizes from our sponsors. So inside the challenge packet, you're going to receive the full instructions for how to design your quilt. What are the rules and how do you submit that design challenge? And the submission form is online. So once you complete your quilt, you're going to be able to submit that quilt online. And the instructions are right here on SuePellenDesigns.com/challenge. That's where you're going to find all the information for the design challenge. Now, this challenge is being sponsored by myself. I'm giving out the cash prizes totaling $600. Plus, we're going to have prizes from Misty Fuse, which is Attached Incorporated, from Free Spirit Fabrics. There will be some fabric in your prize bundles. Quilter's Dream Batting. I have that box right here. Wonderful Specialty Thread. I've got a box from them as well, and I can't wait to unbox those and show you what's in the prize packages. But first, I want to show you what's in the challenge packet. So the single challenge packet has our challenge fabric, which is a panel. Then it has a little bit of red and a little bit of green fabric in there. So I didn't mean for this to be Christmassy colors. It's more of a watermelon red and a watermelon green, and it goes beautifully with that panel. So these panels were 24 inches square, and I didn't want to give you an entire panel because that would eliminate the need for a challenge if you're just going to quilt the panel. But I want you to use the fabric in this panel within your applique design. So this is a double fabric packet. you can pick up a single fabric packet at SueHelenDesigns.com/challenge. You can either get a double fabric packet or a single fabric packet. This is the double fabric packet. This has half of that panel in there. And once again, I'm not expecting you to use this panel as a panel. I want you to cut this up, use it for inspiration, design your applique block with this panel in mind. So you might get a quarter of this panel like this. If you're getting the single fabric challenge, you can get a quarter panel like this if you have the the single fabric challenge packet, and you will get half of the panel like this if you get the double fabric. So you have the choice of double or single fabric. That will also give you double the red and double the green. And look at that beautiful match to these colors and the panel. So if everyone uses a little bit of the red, a little bit of the green, and the panel in their challenge, you can add as many other fabrics as you want to. As long as you use these 3 fabrics in your challenge, then all of the challenge quilts are going to go together. They're going to look like they belong together, right? So if we get a wide variety of challenges, we might be able to display them at a future quilt show. And I'm certainly going to be displaying them online for all of our viewers to see. So here is the double packet for the challenge. And everybody in the challenge also gets their backing fabric. So this fabric, which matches the front just beautifully, is an Anna Maria Horner backing fabric. Isn't that gorgeous? So our quilts will all go together because they're all going to have the same, 3 of the same fabrics in the front, plus your own fabrics to make it your own. And it's going to be backed with this Anna Maria Horner fabric from Free Spirit. So Free Spirit is one of our sponsors, and they're going to be giving some fabric bundles to our winners. Now, excuse me. In addition, one of our sponsors is Misty Fuse. So Iris from Misty Fuse has already provided a little sample of Misty Fuse in every single packet. And she designed that just for us for the 2025 Applique Design Challenge. So thank you, Iris, for that 1 yard piece of Misty Fuse in all of the bundles. Excuse me, let me get a little glass of water. Okay. In addition, there are 2 threads in that bundle. There's the red thread and the green thread from Wonderfill. And all of those beautiful colors will just help to unite the quilts and make them all go together for a beautiful display. So that is what is all about the challenge packet right here. Now let's get into those prizes because that's kind of the fun thing, isn't it? I'm going to bring my coffee over and I'm going to do a little unboxing for you to see what's in these boxes. So the first box that I have is from Quilter's Dream Batting. And I'm going to put this up on end right here, get my coffee out of the way so it doesn't spill. And I'll move this box out of the way for a minute because I want to show you first what's in the first big, huge box. So let's open this up and I'll show you close up under this camera right here. So there are 5 battings in this box. So our first, second, and third place winners are going to get one of these battings. So our first place winner is going to get a full queen size batting in this beautiful Dream Wool. Well, Dream Wool is a wonderful batting to use when you're doing applique because the wool is really fluffy and it fills up that applique. Many machine quilters use a layer of Dream Wool over their Dream Poly in order to double back their applique quilts so you can have beautiful definition in your applique quilt. And I want you all to try that. So our first place winner that has the best creative design using the Leaves Galore and the Hearts and More tools in their project That first place winner is going to get the Quilter's Dream wool batting. Now let's see what else I have in this basket of goodies. So this is for our first place winner. Then we have, let's see, um, for our second place winner, we have a Dream 80/20. That is a queen size natural color Dream 80/20. It's the perfect blend of 80% Dream cotton and 20% poly fine denier fibers. So this Dream 80/20 is one that I love to use when I am machine quilting on my domestic machine. So imagine with a 24 by 24-inch block, how many of those you could get out of a 108 by 93-inch queen batting. Or this is going to be a fabulous batting for your next queen size quilt. Let's see, we've got one more. We've got our third place winner is going to get the Dream Poly Queen. So this is 100% polyester. This is the one I normally use on my quilts because I love the polyester batting. It doesn't crease or fold. When you fold your quilts and put them away for a while, when you use cotton batting, you can get a hard crease in your quilts. And so this Dream Poly batting is my first choice to use on my quilts that are folded and stored when I go to quilt shows, when I have quilts that travel across the country. They're going to be folded in a box for a while, and I don't want those hard creases that you sometimes get from cotton batting. So I'm going to send the third place winner a package of Quilter's Dream Poly. Now, when you have Quilter's Dream Poly, and then you layer it with the Quilter's Dream wool, this is the ideal combination for an applique quilt. The wool will fill all of those decorative design elements on the top of your quilt, and then the poly is going to give you that stability, so it's not going to stretch or shrink or anything like that. So these two together make a fabulous applique quilt. So I'm super excited, and I want to thank Quilter's Dream for donating their battings for our winners. Now I'm going to share one more thing with you, and that is our Wonderfill prizes. Now we don't know how many prizes we're going to give yet. We know we're going to do first, second, and third place. Depending on how many quilts we receive, there may be an honorable mention as well. And I mentioned that to our sponsors, who some of them sent 4 prizes instead of 3. So we might have a honorable mention, or we might be giving one of these packets away on a future Sewing and Slippers with Sue. So let's see what's inside. I can't wait to open up these bags from Wonderfill Specialty Threads. So inside the first bag, and I haven't designated these for the winners yet because I don't know what's inside. Oh, this is a beautiful thread from Sue Daily Design. And this is meant for English paper piecing and applique, especially for needle turn applique. So let's see, this is Sue Daily Designs. I want to see what type of thread is inside. And I have a feeling I know, but I really want to get to the end of this and make sure that I know. Yes, this is my favorite Deco Bob thread. This is 80 weight polyester thread that I absolutely love. And the Deco Bob is just perfect for English paper piecing and hand applique. But I'll tell you what, I use Deco Bob for piecing, and I also use this for machine applique when I don't want my applique colors to show, when I don't want my thread colors to show. So if you match your applique thread to your applique pieces, that 80 weight thread will blend right in. So one of our winners is going to get this beautiful 10 pack of Deco Bob thread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pack. Yes, it is. Okay. So that is a fabulous prize. I think we're going to rate these 1, 2, and 3 and give them to our first, second, and third place winners. But let's see what's in mystery box number 2. Okay, this is laundry basket quilts, Diana's Royal Blues. So these are all beautiful shades of blue. And inside it says sewing is my happy place. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? So we've got these beautiful blue confetti cottons. So the confetti line of threads is 50 weight thread. It's comparable to Orifil. It is a double gas cotton, so there's very, very little lint on this cotton. And there's a couple of neutral colors in here, as well as all the blues. And there's even a Tootie variegated blue thread. And you know that I love my Tootie threads. Let's see which one this is. This is Tootie 81. I'm not really that familiar with this one and what the name of that one is. So that's a beautiful collection of blue and neutral 50 weight cotton threads from curated by Laundry Basket Quilts. So who knows who's going to get that box of confetti threads. So let me know if you prefer for first prize, is the Deco Bob a better prize or is the Tootie thread a better prize? We'll have to see. Okay, here's another package of the Sue Daily Designs Deco Bob threads. So there's 2 of those. All right, and let's see what's in the last one. Is it a repeat again? No, it's a different one. So this is also curated by Laundry Basket Quilts. It's also a confetti cotton collection with 3 of the Tootie threads. Now, I will tell you, I just put the prices on our website. These are $14 each for the Deco Bob threads. I'm sorry, for the Tootie full size spools. These are the big spools. So this prize package is very valuable. Not only do you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 confetti threads, but you also have 3 of the Tootie variegated colors. What a wonderful prize from our sponsor, Wonderful Specialty Thread. So how can you get into the challenge and win one of these beautiful prizes? Not only the Wonderful Thread, but also the Quilter's Dream Batting, a fabric pack from Free Spirit Fabrics, and who knows what other sponsors I may achieve before that time. I'm thinking maybe that since I'm working with Island Boutique, maybe they're going to want to be a sponsor as well. I haven't asked them yet. So let's come back and talk about why join the design challenge. I use Dream Puff also, Mary says. Loretta says those are beautiful blues. Yes, they absolutely are. Okay. So why join a design challenge? Well, the first reason to join a design challenge is because you can challenge yourself. When you challenge yourself to work in a comfort zone that's outside of your normal color choices, for example, because I've chosen the fabrics for you, it helps you to expand on using somebody else's color choices. Maybe that style of the fabric is something you never would have picked off the shelf. So by using somebody else's fabric choices and color choices, it helps you to expand what you are capable of, because you can look at it from a objective position and not be emotionally attached to those colors, and just find what goes well together, how you can blend those with things from your own stash and make that your own. The second reason to join a design challenge like this is because it's going to solidify those skills that you've been learning. When you have learned how to cut with the Leaves Galore and the Hearts and More tools, the sky's the limit. There are so many things that you can do with these tools, and you're going to be able to even come up with new or different shapes that we haven't used in our classes before. If you don't feel that creative, you could create a pattern with just your 3-inch leaves. You can absolutely design something beautiful with really, really simple shapes. So doing a design challenge like this will challenge your design skills as well as your color skills. The third reason to join a challenge like this is for the community. When we all participate in a challenge, we can all encourage each other. We can all give input into each other's designs. Now, these are going to be independently judged. I'm not judging them. So feel free to bounce your ideas off of me. If you don't know how to make a particular shape, you can write to me and ask me how you can make that shape with our tools. And you can experiment and just have some fun with these shapes. It is a wonderful community building experience as we all cheer each other on and wish each other the best in this Applique Design Challenge. The next reason that you might want to join the Applique Design Challenge is for that pat on the back. You may just win one of those beautiful prizes. And don't forget about the cash prizes of $300, $200, and $100. So this is going to be really a spectacular challenge. Hey, Patty Espinoza, so nice to see you too. You couldn't find me on Facebook. The sound wasn't good. I know, Vicki, we had a really rocky start, but here we are once again. It looks like I am streaming on, oh, no, Facebook did not go. Yep. I see that it did not go on Facebook. So I'm only here on YouTube today. And we are experimenting with a new streaming software, and things are different now. So I'm having to learn this software all over again. So I apologize that we've had a few little bumps on the road. So I didn't want to get into a whole new critter today or something new to design with our Leaves Galore tools, but just wanted to let you know more about our Applique Design Challenge and the prizes that are included in that design challenge. I want to encourage all of you to participate. There are so many prizes up for grabs. We have not been promoting the design challenge for a very long time, so there's very few challenge packets that have actually gone out into the wild here. So as far as I know, right now, I have 3 people that have submitted or that have shown me their quilts. So I know that there's going to be 3 people submitting their quilts. I had about 5 or so last night that told me they were going to submit their quilts. So I'm encouraging so many more people to participate because the chances of you going home with one of these prizes is really good because this has not been publicized far and wide. This has been more internal for my own students. But now that I'm going out on YouTube, it's going to maybe grow just a little bit, but I don't expect to have hundreds of participants. I'm thinking max, we might have 30 participants, maybe even 20. So your chances of winning this challenge are just amazing. And I can't wait to see what you create. I'm really psyched to see what design ideas you have, how you can kind of riff off of one of my ideas and make it your own. So you have a lot of starting points by seeing the quilts that I have made, the blocks that I have made. You've got a lot of ideas. You can change it, make it your own, bring in your own color palette, and have some fun with this challenge. You like this better on YouTube than on Facebook? Thank you for that, Mary. I will be on YouTube from now on. I just have to get over this hurdle with learning how to use the new software. So apologies for the rocky start. We will smooth this out in the future. Do I know what color the background is for the challenge? No, you're going to provide your own background. So the only rules are you need to use the fabrics that are included. So you need to use them. They do not need to be your background. In fact, they can't be. There's not enough of these fabrics. There's just enough to give you a fabric palette to start with. Your background, you can choose one of the colors out of here. You could choose light blue. You could choose white. You could choose a light green. You could choose a dark navy blue, like the one in the border here. You could choose black. Okay, so you get to decide what that background is going to be based on the challenge fabric. You get to decide what fabric we're going to use. Okay, so you have total control over this design. The only requirements are that you use some of this fabric that I can recognize or the judge can recognize in your quilt. You use some of this fabric and some of this fabric. There are no specific amounts that you need to use, but we need to recognize all three of these prints or all three of these fabrics, because the middle one is not a print, it's a solid. We need to recognize all of these fabrics in your challenge. So thank you for asking that, Vicki. That's really helpful. Okay, super. All right, good. So enough about the challenge. Can you see that I'm super excited about this? I really want to promote this over the next couple of months because you now have 4 months to participate, 4 months to create a 24 by 24 inch block. And that's not hard to do. 24 by 24 goes really quickly because with applique, you fill up that space super fast with your applique designs. For example, my blocks on this quilt are 17-inch square. Okay. The flowers on this quilt are 15 inches. So one big design element is going to fill up that 24-inch space really quickly, or you can get really detailed and intricate. If you're looking for ideas, on the design challenge page are all of the challenge finalists from our 2018 challenge. So you can get an idea of what other people did in the design challenge, what other shapes they used, what other design elements they used. And you will find it obvious when you look at those quilts what the challenge fabric was. It was a Cape Fabric oval panel that they had to use the entire oval panel in their challenge. So it's quite a different challenge than it was back in 2018. If you've done it all before, you don't need to come to applique school. But if you're curious what rotary cut applique is all about, how to use Misty Fuse, how to cut out shapes with your Leaves Galore or your Parts and More tools, how to hand applique, how to use glue in your applique quilts, and of course, how to use Misty Fuse. All of those topics will be covered during our applique school. So I'm going to encourage you to come to applique school if you are new to rotary cut applique. I'll be so excited to see you, and that is this evening, 6 p.m. Eastern time zone. That's 6 o'clock Eastern for all of those people on the East Coast. It's earlier in the day for all of the rest of the country. So the very latest you'll need to stay up is from 6 to 7:30, which is our Eastern time zone. So please check accordingly to the time zone in your area. Okay? Okay, excellent. Well, tell you what, I have exhausted my talk about the Applique Design Challenge for today. So I'm going to cut off early and I'm going to go ahead and edit this video so that I can put it back up on YouTube without all that flubby mess at the beginning where we were challenged with um, our sound. So I have found a couple of things with this program. First of all, my sound bar has to be off. Sound bar off. Secondly, my guest, who is me today, my second screen is my guest today. And my guest, when I add that guest to the stage, I have that guest muted. Now I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to unmute that second microphone. And please let me know if you are able to hear still. And I apologize if we had a little with our internet. It seems like I was spinning for a bit, but now we are going ahead. Okay, super. Well, thank you for coming over to YouTube to find me today. I apologize that we're not live on Facebook. I will get that reconnected and fixed, and then it's echoing. Okay, thank you, Patty. When I put the second microphone on, that's when it starts echoing. That is the reason I stopped using the streaming service in the first place. And that's why I went to just to Zoom. But we'll figure out these little challenges. We will get back to using StreamYard and figure out how to prevent the echoing happening. And thank you, Loretta. Yep. I've just muted my second microphone and I think it's going to be better. Mary says it's echoing. I'm back to where I was before. Let's see if it's fixed now. Give me a thumbs up if it's fixed, because these are the little experiments I'm going to have to do until I get to the bottom of that echoing problem. The next thing I'm going to try is wearing headphones. So when I try headphones, um, I should be able to eliminate that echoing problem. It's good, Loretta. Thank you so much. So you ladies on my experiment today. I'm sorry that I had to experiment with you, but I hope you enjoyed learning about the Applique Design Challenge and all of the wonderful prizes. Thank you, Patty. Patty, it is so wonderful to see you here again. It's been a long time since I've seen you, and I'm so glad that you found us here on YouTube. What I love about YouTube is it gives you that little bell notification. So if you click the bell, you'll be notified anytime I go live. And that's probably how Patty found out that I was here. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on YouTube. And that way you'll get notifications when I do come live. We're going to figure this out, ladies. We're going to fix the problems so that I can stream live to YouTube once again. And that will be a wonderful way for me to come to you every Tuesday at 11 on Sewing and Slippers with Sue. Now remember, I'm going to be traveling next Tuesday. So if I said Wednesday at 11, I meant Tuesday, every Tuesday at 11. I will not be here next Tuesday. And over the next couple of months, it's going to be a little bit iffy. So you can watch my calendar at SuePillenDesigns.com. Look at that calendar and you'll know if I'm going live on Facebook and YouTube or not. I'll put it right there on the calendar. And until then, I'll see you all next time on Sewing and Slippers with Sue. Bye, everybody.